The first step of making yeast bread is to make sure that the yeast is alive. This is called proofing the yeast. This is one of the most crucial steps because if the yeast is dead, it can't leaven the bread. To proof the yeast, measure out the amount of milk or other liquid that's specified in the recipe, and heat the milk to a temperature of 100 to 110 degrees. You can heat the milk in the microwave if you wish. Add the warm milk to a large bowl and stir in the sugar and the yeast. Let this mixture stand for about 5 minutes. Live yeast will begin to swell and foam or bubble a few minutes after it's stirred into the warm liquid. To make the bread dough, add most of the flour to the liquid ingredients all at once and stir just until the mixture is combined. Save some of the flour for kneading. After the mixture is combined, dump the dough onto a floured surface and you're ready to knead. Add enough of the remaining flour to get the dough to the desired consistency for kneading. It's okay if you don't use all of the remaining flour. Knead the dough with authority. Push it out with the heels of your hands, fold it over, give it a quarter turn, and repeat. Add more flour when necessary. Knead for 8 to 10 minutes or until the dough feels smooth and elastic, but still a little tacky. For the first rising, place the dough in a large bowl coated with cooking spray because the dough will double in size. Cover the bowl with a slightly damp, lightweight dish towel and place in a warm place, approximately 85 degrees, free from drafts, for 1 hour. When the dough appears to have doubled in size, gently press 2 fingers into the dough. If the indentation remains, the dough has risen enough. Punch the dough down in the center to deflate it. After you've punched the dough down to deflate it, turn the dough out onto a floured surface for rolling. For this recipe, we want to roll the dough into a rectangle. Lift the rolling pin up slightly as you near each end of the rectangular shape. For the second rising of the dough, roll up the dough and place it, seam side down, in a greased loaf pan or one that's been lightly coated with cooking spray. Cover and let it rise 1 hour or until the loaf has doubled in size. Watch the loaf carefully. If it rises too much and starts to fall, the bread will be dense. Once the loaf has doubled in size, the dough is ready to bake.